No way. Gotta get this. Hey! Hey, are you by chance the, Hey.
Nice to meet you.
What's going on?
I think we lost a tire.
Let me go to my phone. All right. So what's going on?
So I think we picked up a nail.
Oh.
Or like 8, maybe.
You did not pick up 8 nails.
It's just completely shredded though.
Okay.
I don't know what
All
to
right.
do about it. How did you know it was me? There's like, I mean, there's
Spot an
nothing
indie
out
film
here.
director a mile away. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Is that
stand out a
right?
little bit, yeah. And you know, I knew that Aubrey Plaza or Zoe Deschanel or nobody like that's going to be in the middle of Missouri, so it had to be
thank you. How dare you?
All right.
So you do know how to change a tire though?
Yes, I know how to change a tire.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna call road service if you didn't.
No, you were going to lose your Midwestern cred doing
No,
that.
I know how to change a tire.
I believe you.
I don't want to be covered in tire grease before the shoot. Gotta operate the camera and
Yeah,
not
right.
a hand sanitizer.
So, you know, I got a jack in the car and we go get it.
Okay, let me know if I can help you.
Okay.
Just gonna.
So we're going to be late for the first thing?
Yeah, I'm just Wikipediaing Festus right now. I feel like the name was made popular, but I have no idea. Maybe I'm thinking of Festivus from Seinfeld.
Yeah, Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's really cool.
But
The Bottle Rockets are from here.
Who?
It's this all country group, Bottle Rockets.
Sorry, I only listen to Sandy Patty.
What? That's an amazing reference. The Christian opera singer?
She's not
You listen to
opera,
that?
she's got an operatic voice. So, yes. Yes, no, you will find, if you get to know me, that I am the Wikipedia of all music.
Is that so?
I did know who the Bottle Rockets are. The first album, good. Second one, not so much. Also, I believe Festus was made famous in We're Not the Jet Set by George Jones and Tammy Wynette.
Really? I think I'm going to challenge you on that. Let me look it up. Hold on.
Go ahead.
What's the song called?
We're Not, in parentheses, the Jet Set
Okay, all right.
by
One
George
second.
Jones, Tammy Wynette.
I'm checking it.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead,
wow.
Google it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you're
Cruising
right.
around in an old Chevrolet looking for love. Something like
We're not the Jet Set. We're the old Chevrolet.
that. Chevrolet, yes.
Chevrolet
it's the rhyme
set.
scheme.
There's no Riviera in Festus, Missouri.
Missouri. Right.
Missouri. Oh,
Missouri.
I hate when people call it Missouri.
That's the rhyme scheme. It's the song. It's got a
That's
lovely,
amazing.
lovely singing voice,
All right, so
by
do
the
you
way.
need any help back there?
No, I think I
Any
can.
clean help?
I think I can handle it. I've got,
All right, I'll keep
So,
trying to reach
cool.
people. There's no service
So what is
around
this
here, though.
for again? This is a
It's
thing?
for this sermon illustration. It's on 1 Corinthians 13.
Oh,
Can I
okay.
help you with these rocks? That
no, I got
can
those.
get more rocks.
Those are already.
It's no big deal.
We're good on the rocks. Thanks.
Yeah, but it's just we're going around asking people what those verses mean to them and their experience,
okay.
and
All right, cool.
people from all over. So we'll have about like 10 or 15 minutes with each person, and then we just got to haul butt to the next location.
All right, cool.
So no big deal.
So hey, this is
Yeah.
They're gonna pay me in like real dollars and not take some tithe out of my check or something.
No,
like that.
you get paid the full amount.
That's
Don't
good.
worry. Real
good.
American dollars.
Because there was a charity thing once, and it was a gift card, and that.
That didn't.
Not
yeah.
doing that again.
We'll pay you.
No.
I mean, we're pretty good for it. So.
Cool. So, hey, so you want to text the first guy? Tell him We'll probably be late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherever,
So maybe have them meet us here? I don't know.
somewhere between Arnold and Festus.
Yeah?
I guess.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, but I think we should cancel that first Arnold interview and just talk to people around here, wherever here is.
Okay. Cool.
This is where we spend most of our time. Festus is pretty limited when it comes to the winter.
So you three are like BFFs.
Ugh, I reject the proliferation of three-letter acronyms.
Sorry.
We are observing the deterioration of English language's proficiency and its rich heritage.
Living as young people in a world of text speak requires a lot of patience.
True, yeah, I suppose it does. And love is patient, which is one of the points of the documentary, so.
How old are you?
Oh, well, I am considerably older than you.
When women can't admit their own age, it denies their own truth, rendering our gender powerless.
Okay, geez, yeah, I'm 35.
What do you think of this shirt, man?
Oh, that's bad. But in an awesome kind of way.
And there you go, right?
You have now bleached a once mighty word. Now we can't call the Yellowstone National Park awesome if that shirt is awesome.
Agreed.
The word is now banal.
Yeah, now they're trying my patience. Determined.
And so I'm standing in the kitchen, right? And he's like in the breezeway. Or were you in the hallway, baby?
I think it was
The breezeway. And I was standing there in the kitchen with a dog cucumber knife in my hand. 6 months pregnant. He's trying to carry in this gargoyle that he purchased for the front of our garage.
right. I was in the.
Yes.
It was
and
a
so,
breezeway.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm simply asking him if he can help me out because I'm up to my knees in cucumber wedges. He's making fun of me. And it's just, I just don't understand. Like, I need help. I say, help me by throwing these nasty seeds out before they turn to soft rot.
Oh, she thinks everything's like.
Everything turns to soft rock. It does. I swear it does. So he's standing there with 50% of gargle on his hands, and he's making fun of my cucumber wedges, and I'm saying, quit laughing at your pregnant wife. Don't make fun of me. It doesn't make sense. You know, just, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, Jeff?
So how did you guys meet?
Oh, he was very scrawny and pursued me for quite a long time, but he kept pushing.
Yeah, and finally I went to Walmart and decided I wanted to try to get in a little shape. And it was about 2 o'clock in the morning on an impulse. And I bought some dumbbells, and it was the only place that was open at that time. And the rest is kind of history.
Yeah, the dumbbells that he bought, he was going to build up with, they were like ladies' dumbbells. They were like 5 pounds.
No. No. Well, they were
Now
5.
be honest,
Well,
be honest.
Well, they were 5 pounds, but they were called Get in Shape Girl, and well, it was 2 o'clock in the morning at Walmart.
yeah.
So the only thing available, they were in purple and they were in pink. So I picked purple because I thought it was kind of a more masculine color.
And there you go. He honestly did do that.
Well, look what it did for this great body.
There you go.
All of this.
I love it now. I love all this cushion.
Love is kind. Yes, of course it is.
Yeah, but I have no idea how to answer that. We're kind to each other. Benny, stop twirling.
I've almost got it.
Well, your sister.
Franny, yes. Talk about kindness. She's created a whole culture of kindness.
How?
You have to talk to Franny.
She suffered a terrible. Benny, close your ears.
I know Auntie got a divorce.
As I was saying, she really turned lemons into lemonade on that one.
She brought a roller derby team, all women. And goodness, if she doesn't show those girls love by showing them kindness.
It's kind of cult-like. What? Most of them girls don't have mothers. Granny's been really good to them.
Daughters, I don't want to have to go over this again. Please use the tissues that have been provided to dispose of your spit. Put your spit in the tissue. Then, carefully using the 4-corner folding method that I have taught you, dispose of the tissue in the baggie that has been provided for proper disposal. I'm not raising a bunch of she-beasts.
I have a real mother. It's just that sooner or later the law caught up to her. My mom's in the coop too.
Yeah, when all of us girls lost our mom, we found it in the roller derby, so.
I'm sorry, did she die?
No, we lost her.
Oh, okay.
We looked for her in the Family Dollar and couldn't find her. She went out the back door.
Oh.
It's been about 3 years this Christmas.
That's it! Stay on her! Stay on her!
Is she motherly to you?
Yeah, she stayed up late one night and heat-sealed stars onto her helmets.
Really?
Yeah, she puts a little extra love into every twinkle.
She knit me this brassiere. There's nothing like going over to her house on Sunday for a nap.
Yeah. We like to nap in our bed for our Sunday night cuddles.
Ugh, not me.
Excuse me? I think you need to take your leave.
You know, we were almost done. We're just gonna try to do.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Did you hit your eye on the viewfinder
Yeah,
like I charged you?
I wasn't really ready
Here,
for that.
let me stop and look really quick.
It's fine. You don't have to make a big deal out of it.
Let me
It's
look
not-
really quick. It's not a big deal. Yeah. Yeah, it's not black and blue yet. Just so you know, though, church doesn't have insurance.
What?
Yeah, they have that Christian insurance. It's like where you pay where you pay other people in the group directly for injuries and you don't get a company involved.
That's shady. That doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, I almost got it. It's only like $50 a month, but you have to sign something that says you're not going to drink and you're not going to dance.
Wait, why do they care if you dance?
Because I think it's a sin in like Leviticus.
I was a teenager the year that the Feminine Mystique was published. And so I knew I had options. So I decided that I was going to do things a bit differently. I didn't want to get married. I didn't want to have kids. Tall go-go boots were cool. I wore the go-go boots and I wore the cute little mini skirts and I had very long legs. So that's partly why I got into modeling. Everybody complimented me on my legs. It might sound strange, but back in the 60s where I grew up, it wasn't proper to say you were 6 foot for a woman. So they made us say we're 5'13". Recently, 10 years ago, I was featured. Sadly, it was only my face, not my beautiful legs, but on the cover of Modern Menopause, a great magazine if you've never read it. The article is called Remembering Your Uterus, of all things. But I did really have a good uterus.
That magazine cover was supposed to be my cover.
Well, she told me that they chose her because she had a really good uterus and they wanted to write a story about that.
She had never even used her uterus. That woman is barren. What does she know about a uterus? She has not got any kids at all. I'm the one that's got 2 kids.
What's going on? Are you okay?
She's just the most inspirational person I know. And, you know, ever since the day, ever since I came out of her loins, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna drink my warm milk.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Mom is just resilient, you know. When we was born, her modeling career took a hit. Her body just weren't as firm and taut because all the stretch marks.
Sure.
Anyway, she's in great shape now because of the Samoan fire knife she throws.
This is a Samoan fire knife, and in the beginning, that was just a machete knife, and it was used for ceremonial dances. And in the beginning, it was just wrapped in a towel on either end, and times have changed now. And just wait till you see what I can do with this.
Of course, it doesn't help none that I'm completely legally blind in my left eye.
Don't, Mama, don't. Don't. It's, flame's getting bigger.
Okay. I used to do this at trade shows in a skimpy little dress. Put both kids through junior college doing this.
Okay.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, I thought she was going to light my thick mane on fire. Not my luscious, beautiful head of hair.
Like Michael Jackson in that Pepsi commercial.
There's no way you're old enough to remember that.
I was 5. It left a mark.
You know, I think that's where his whole addiction to painkillers started, really.
So sad.
Yeah. So I think you've got a new admirer, Denny.
He is 15 years too young for me, which is exactly why he's interested, because it is always the completely inappropriate that pursue me.
So what? You haven't had a lot of luck in the dating pool at the church, huh?
I've dated every single closet case there is who thinks that God hates them for being the way that He made them. That didn't work out for obvious reasons. So now I'm just waiting for the straight men and their impending divorces.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Sorry, that sounded really bad. What I meant to say is that 35 is a very rough age to find love. And I mean, most girls around here, they get married when they're like 19, 20, probably.
That's because they just want to, well, you know.
Gross, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's true.
But which means that basically the market for good available men's basically used up by the time you're 30. So at my age, I either have to wait for the divorce cycle to begin or worse, for the wives to die. And that is not me saying that I want women to die. I want that to be completely clear.
Okay. All right, good.
And you know, I'm just going to have to accept the fact that I'm going to be somebody's stepmom, because there is no one who is going to be single and my age and not have kids.
You don't know that.
I do.
No.
I do actually know that.
No, you don't.
At least we're out of the cold. Am I right or am I wrong?
Tough choices. I pick just one.
Shut it. Oh, hi.
Hi. Please don't bump my busy autograph table.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was just kind of joking.
Can I take a look at this?
Sure. I'm signing books for all my fans. Can't you see them?
Let's get her. She is the spunky, no-nonsense woman I will grow up to be.
My eyesight isn't what it used to be, but I can still spot a tall glass of water, and you're a tall glass of water.
Thank you, ma'am.
We're actually just doing a short doc about the subject of love.
I'm not sure what you mean, but good luck with that.
Can you just tell me a little bit about your book?
It's about growing up in the 50s on a small farm outside of Potosi, Missouri, with a huge family. There was Lottie and Blanche and Ivy and Grover and Homer and Beulah and Cookie and Teddy and Paul and Pauline, and there was Kenny and Maxine and Carl and David and Faye and Barb and me and our little brother Ricky.
Oh my God, you're so
Is this the lady?
Gabrielle, honey, stop.
Children, this must be the woman who wrote the book we read in class.
Hi, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Do you teach around here?
I sure do.
We're just doing a little doc about the subject of love. Can you tell me how you guys found out about Miss Wilson's book?
I was in here one day and I thought, well, I was looking at it and she's from Potosi. They loved it so much they wanted to meet her, so little field trip.
Are you really the chick who rode the pig?
Yes, I am the chick that rode the pig. As a matter of fact, when you're living on a farm, you create your own fun, and so I rode pigs for fun, and I rode other farm animals as well.
The love of my family will last forever because we care about each other.
What do you love to do the most? What's the one thing you love the most?
Play basketball.
Playing basketball? What do you love about playing basketball?
Crossing people over and shooting the ball and people passing the ball to me.
So have you become more patient since becoming a mom?
I don't know. I struggle with patience, to be honest. Maybe. Yeah.
Do you always do what your mommy tells you to do? For the most part, do you do it like the first time she asks?
No way.
How do you show your mom that you really love and appreciate her? What do you do for her?
Kiss her.
You kiss her? Oh,
Or
that's nice.
hug her.
Yeah, I give her hugs. Do you do something special for her? Like,
Get her a present.
you get her a present. What would you get your mom?
Necklace.
A necklace.
A ring.
Oh, you guys are going to be such good boyfriends one day. All right, so who inspires you? Like, do you have a hero when it comes to keeping love alive in your relationship?
Swift.
Swift?
Taylor
Jonathan
Swift.
I mean, we've debated about this many times.
All she does is break up with famous dudes.
Drop everything now, meet me in the pouring rain, kiss me on the sidewalk, take away the pain. I mean, really.
It is a nice lyric, a little sappy for my taste.
For you, I dance in the rain on my best dress, fearless.
It's Jonathan Swift for me.
Jonathan Swift?
18th century British writer, poet, wrote Gulliver's Travels.
Oh yeah, right.
He was also a preacher.
Taylor Swift is a devoted Catholic. I mean, she's donated over $250,000 to Catholic funds, and she took a Christian rock band on tour.
One of my favorite quotes from Jonathan Swift is, "We have enough religion to hate, but not enough to love one another." I live by the Swift rule. If it promotes love, I'm all for it, no matter how crazy the doctrine. But love shouldn't be rude.
I never expected to be in a long-term relationship with someone whose first name is Verl. I mean, I'm just being honest. No offense.
Not lots taken. I'm not going to take criticism from somebody named Lars.
Oh, Laird, well played.
Well, have you ever been in love before?
No, just with my dog, Barnstable.
Hey, don't mock poor, nervous, shaky Barnstable. He's our baby.
Why is he shaky? Well, he ate through an electric cord in our garage. He lived, but now he's all googly-eyed.
I gotta use that googly-eyed. My dog's a little googly-eyed.
Oh, you have a dog?
Yeah, Scruppers.
Scruppers?
Yeah, just
That's
me and
his name?
Scruppers. I found him in the woods behind my house.
Really?
6 years ago now, yeah.
Wow.
I looked all over for a tag, put it on the paper, but nobody claimed him, so I think he was just destined to be my TV buddy for life.
Well, I definitely want to meet him.
No, not after you describe yourself as a relationship killer. I don't want any of that bad relationship mojo around me and my googly-eyed dog.
Oh, this is really cute. Oh, and I love the mural too. It's so great.
Hi.
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 Hey there.
Can I help you? What? Yeah.
Cool,
What's
I
this?
turned it off.
Sorry,
yeah.
we're just walking around. We're making a documentary. We're asking people questions about love.
Oh, okay. I don't really think we're interested.
I'll let him do it, Rochelle. I want to be a star.
All right. If you want to film these crazy nut jobs, who am I to stop you?
Okay. So, guys, any thoughts on the topic of love?
I love sunsets. I love long walks on the beach if it was with a pretty little thing like you.
Gee, thank you. That's really flattering.
Yeah, being called a thing.
See, that's what I was telling you. This is the dating scene around here for women. Let me guess, you guys are single, right?
How'd you know?
Just a wild hunch.
Oh, she's smart.
So, are you guys married? Are you?
My wife's left me. For a girl half twice as nice as me and prettier too.
Probably look better in heels too.
Love is not self-seeking.
Oh, self-seeking if you mean, never lifting a finger around to help around the house.
Huh. I just can't see you just coming home and plopping down in a recliner. You're such a go-getter.
Thank you, guys. Hi, do you guys mind if we ask you a few quick questions about love, how it's not self-seeking?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Is this for like a husband and wife or a family in general or what?
Is this your son?
Yes, it
then
is.
Let's do family in general.
Okay. Part of the family thing is to create memories and traditions, and that's what we try to do. We do canoe trips, cycling trips across the state, backpacking trips in the mountains, and baseball games.
Yeah, we're actually on a baseball stadium tour right now. We're trying to see every ballpark in America.
Oh, that's so cool. So you guys are going up to St. Louis, right?
Business establishments to put changing stations into all public restrooms. I mean,
Don't say.
where's it end?
I don't know. You done with this?
I don't like it. Not one bit.
Well, you don't much like of anything, Luke. But the world's changing, so you're just gonna have to get used to it.
And I don't like it.
Well, last year I worked at a fancy wine bar in Illinois, and now I work here, getting $1 for 2 hours of table service.
Hi, excuse me. Do you guys mind if I ask you a few questions about love, how it's not self-seeking?
What's this for?
Oh, well, it's for a short documentary series for my church.
How nice.
You know, we've been together 32 years.
Sweetheart, actually, it's been 33.
What she says, yeah.
Well, we decided what would keep us together is to turn towards each other as much as we can. And we made that decision, remember, very early in our marriage.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, you got the choice to pay attention and turn, or you got the choice to turn away.
Absolutely.
Like, remember this morning when I saw the deer out in the yard, and I got your attention. Look at the deer. And she turned and she looked. I was wanting her attention, and she gave it to me.
Yeah, at that point, I can make a decision whether to turn toward the window and look out, or I can ignore him. And what I've found is that in every single interaction in your life, with people in your life, every time you turn toward them, it deepens that bond.
Just like what we do with John and Mary.
Exactly.
We get together with them, try to get together with them a couple of times a week.
And that's another example, because it's true of all and any relationships in your life, whether it's a romance or whether it's friendship or your relationship with your boss at work. You always turn toward the person.
So it's turning away for yourself and your own self-interest and just towards others.
Yes, right.
You got it.
When love gives it all to you, the kind of love that's shared between two. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not matter the day or time. It never dishonor others or selfish or rude. It's the godly love that's shown to me and you.
Awesome. Oh my God.
Wow, thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it can get you pretty riled up. Love's kind of crazy like that.
But is that real love?
Well, like I said, I had this one girl who always used to play with my hair, play with my beard. You should know what that's like, right, guy?
Yeah, I really don't like my hair to be touched without warning.
Really?
Yeah, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't. It's a thing of beauty.
Look at that pretty hair.
Anyway, talk to the man.
Sorry. But this girl.
This girl, she'd always say, like when I go out to the club, I gotta get it fluffed up, I gotta looking good, you know. But she would always just constantly just getting through it, and it just, I couldn't take it anymore. One day I just had to let it go.
Well, you know, you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
It's very true. You gotta keep hold of your temper.
They made a song about it.
Yeah, check
I'm
yourself.
not going to sing it.
That's too bad. I was hoping you could give it.
No.
You can get
Not
one
singing.
verse.
I'm not singing it. Yeah, all right, great. I'm not singing it.
My family, my brother, my older brother Craig, us having these small backyard productions back by the tire swing. He always had to be the director, the star. Once he thought he'd do me a favor and allow me to play a small role. Larry! On top of it being a small role, it was a boy's role. I'll never forgive him for that. And because of that, I barely even talk to him anymore.
MIP stands for Midwestern Illustrators Promoting Peace. We're trying to bring back the family-friendly comic strips to the American families.
I grew up just like every other kid. I read intensely violent graphic novels.
Like what?
The first one that comes to mind would be about a bunch of beheaded orphans that ruled over a forest of savage hawks.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was bloody and violent and just plain awful. It appealed to the basest side of my humanity.
Yeah, I mean, you know, growing up, I read the funnies in the Sunday papers, and those were excellent. I mean, you remember Family Circus, right? You know, that one was harmless.
Unmemorable even.
All right, so this is one I've been working on for a while here. It is about a baby dolphin and a baby panda bear. And you see here, they're getting ready to go trick-or-treating for Halloween. The dolphin's dressed up as a ghost, he's got holes for his eye and his fin, and the panda bear is dressed up as a pirate. And if you thought that was the cutest thing that you ever saw, you know, They go trick-or-treating, and the house they come to, they just ran out of candy after giving some to the baby dolphin ghost. So the baby panda bear pirate doesn't have any candy, and the dolphin decides to share it with the panda.
Well, I do have one thing, just been milling it around in my mind, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it, but I've always wanted to make something that takes place inside of Santa's belly. I'm not too sure what, but it's something that I'd like to try to do at one point.
All right then, so let me ask you this. When you guys think of your biggest single influence, if you could have anyone's career, who would it be?
Charles M. Schultz. God rest his soul.
He created the comic strip Peanuts.
I totally have Peanuts envy. I wish I created that comic.
We all have Peanuts envy.
I think love is having all these brothers and sisters in one house and being able to play with them and watch shows with them.
Yeah? What do you think?
That it's really nice to say to people.
It's a nice thing to say to people.
It's really nice to say I love you.
Who do you say I love you to? Do you say it to everyone? Yeah? You say it to everyone?
I say it to my mommy sometimes.
To your mommy sometimes?
I say I love you to my mommy and daddy. We were young.
How old were you when you were adopted? Were you babies?
She was probably.
She was 4 months old.
She was 4 months old.
How old was I?
It was my senior year. So and my brother was 15. So it was really hard on him, just to, I guess, share our parents.
Yeah.
Because we weren't just the only ones. We had an extra 3 in the house, you know. So all the attention went to them. It wasn't so hard on me because I wanted to do my own thing anyway.
Did your parents ever tell you why they wanted to make such a big family, to have all these kids? What did they say?
No, exactly.
Because we wanted you to be safe, and we wanted you guys to have a happy home. And we wanted you to have a good family that loves you.
Do you help take care of your sister? Are you kind to your sister?
When she's not annoying.
When she's not annoying? Is that true, little sister?
A little.
A little? Do you take care of your big sister? Do you do kind things for her? Yes. Do you love your big sister?
When she's not annoying.
We loved him the most.
That's right. Holt will be truly missed around these parts.
He was our hero. The man we all wanted to be.
So, do you miss your brother while he's away at college?
Holt was the family intellect. While we were out back with our dueling banjos, he was always inside reading a book, face down.
We ain't much for book learning.
That son Hoyt of ours, he sure has sold his share of wild oats.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the ladies have always been attracted to my beard.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've always considered it a tragic wasteland of disrepair right here on my face, but...
Can I touch it?
Yes, you may. It's like a pillowcase full of kittens.
Oh, yes it is. So, rumor has it you're the town stud?
I've done pretty good with the ladies. Pretty good.
So, tell me a little bit about Hoyt. Why'd you guys break up?
He got his gift of singing from his mother. But unfortunately, I cannot tolerate a man that sings to me. And he sits right there and he sings a song to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like when they serenade you.
Hoyt used to serenade the crap out of me.
She was an ungrateful brat of a girl. My Hoyt, he has the breathy singing voice of a young Anita Baker. Only he's a boy.
Ungrateful brat of a girl. She didn't appreciate his musical stylings.
Hoyt, he was a tender lover. He was the most tender lover I've ever had. Sometimes, in the middle of it, by it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes in the middle of it, he would just faint dead away.
Oh, right.
And I would have to revive him. Hoyt, he had the constitution of a soft-shell turtle.
Well, Hoyt and I dated once, and yeah, there was a lot of chemistry. He was quite the schmoozer, and that vocabulary on him, whew. But then we found out we were second cousins, which is normal for these parts. Then we found out that I had once been his aunt by marriage. So really after that, enough was enough, and we didn't date after that. But, you know, Hoyt is so sweet, and he still sends me the sweetest Christmas cards. And every time I see him, I give him a butterscotch.
We both dated him. It's a small town. His mom and dad, Dale and Sonia, they baby him. He is the favorite child.
He came home from school every day to a canopy of palms and hosanna.
He is their crowning achievement. Their crowning achievement.
Well, you know, Sonia told me that you guys are a little too uppity for him, so that's why he broke up with you. Is that right?
Is that what she said?
Yeah. She also said that you, Misty, kind of came up with a smear campaign.
That woman is full of it. She twists a story like a bone screw.
I never had nothing in common with her except that she liked my mama's recipe for pineapple punch.
Okay.
So she nicknamed me Pineapple Punch. That got old real fast. Oh yeah. Really old.
Pineapple punch is no longer welcome in this house. And you know what? I am so glad I don't have to look at that twitchy eye anymore. Oh, it was moving and blinking like it had a mind of its own.
He's definitely very intellectual, that's for sure. But when he's done with a woman, he's done.
Wow.
He's cold.
Really?
As cold as a dump in a metal bucket.
Hoyt was the best relationship of my life. We just loved each other, I know we did.
So what are some special memories you guys have together?
Well, one time we went skinny dipping in nothing but our Halloween costumes. He was dressed as Samson from the Bible, and I was dressed as an orphan from the Sudan. We had so much fun that cold October evening.
Oh! It's really cold.
You best not be trash talking about your big brother.
You're not.
But they had mean tempers, that Dahlberg family. You didn't want to look at them the wrong way.
Yeah.
I've seen more than one or two family fights.
We actually witnessed one.
Witnessing one of their fights is like how my brother describes his tour in Iraq.
Marsh, you better shut your fat claptrap.
I got cubed. Who wants to get cubed?
No, Papa, no!
Who's next?
No! Oh, God, why?
Nope. I don't have any crazy exes. Everybody always talks about the crazy exes, but not me. We were all sane girls for the most part. I mean, one of them moved away to Delaware to take care of her sick dad, and then there was Kara. She was an executive at Tom's, which we had a good time going out to dinner and all that. But she was dull. She didn't like to talk about politics or religion or music or anything. She wanted to talk about work all the time, which is nice and fine and great, but how many conversations can you have about antacid? I mean, you know, you take it for heartburn, done.
The wrong way.
Again, turn around.
Even my phone
We're
doesn't
gonna be
know where
late
we
again.
are.
Anyway, so that's it. You know, I could never make Kara, I could never make her laugh at my jokes. She never laughed. And that's really, in the end, when you're old and wrinkled and careworn, that's all you got.
That's a good word. Careworn.
When I'm
Really
old
like
and
that.
half mummified in the old folks' home, that's what I want. Somebody that's going to laugh at my jokes.
So how do you feel going into tonight?
Fully confident in my team. I have nothing but faith in our ability to win this.
That's awesome. Can you really quick tell me the difference between a speech team and a debate team? Because I think when I was in high school, we only had the debate team.
That's an articulate question, honey. Well, speech starts at subsection. Regular season contests and invitationals don't follow the same rules for registered judges, nor do they follow the ABSTL-CUUC rules, although it is encouraged for consistency. Administrators and other...
I fell asleep somewhere back around like, PDLNOQ or
Hi, Cindy Bond.
Hi, we're just doing a little
A documentary. I know. I'm so excited. My students are so thrilled to be talking about love on film. They all think they're going to be discovered, being the next Fault in Our Stars. It's so cute.
Could you just take a swift step out of my personal airspace?
Oh, sorry, sugar. Good luck out there today.
And good luck to you.
The city of Arnold is so very lucky to have such a pretty lady with such pretty hair. Crafting the youth of Arnold.
And the city of Festus is equally blessed to have a newcomer shaping their impressionable teens.
I want to go.
No, Cherie, it's only for teenagers. You have to sit here.
Yeah, I am a little.
Don't be nervous. Use your posture. Mommy likes it when you use your posture. Remember what I tell you.
Pretend like you're a kitty being carried by the scruff of its neck.
Yes, that's how you hold yourself.
My God, Dad. Why?
We're going to talk, guys. Come on over. Now, I know that you guys are psyched about this tournament.
I need you to really, really focus on getting to your round on time.
Who's doing the Spanish speech?
Oh, Spanish.
You have Spanish.
Little Spanish.
And what
We are so blessed in a non-specific, non-religious way to be gathered together today for this competition. And what a joy for me to welcome a lady who needs no introduction all the way from DeSoto. Still, for those of you who didn't make it to the Apple Picking Festival last summer, please welcome Nicole F. Cinnamon.
When I was at the hospital last week, I saw this really cute girl, and the first thought to my brain was, hey, this one can't run away.
My grandmama always told me that if you can't get someone off your mind, maybe they're supposed to be there. Remember, she'd say, rubbing aloe vera between my toes. The mind can recognize what the heart is trying to deny.
The one thing I learned about love as a teenager, it's like politics. It can bring people together, it can tear you apart. It's deadly. It just depends on how you handle it.
Sometimes when I'm lying in my hammock at night, I miss my love, but not the ordinary type of miss you. I wish we were making out at the bowling alley, but the type of miss that feels like a part of me is missing and I need it back. Well, it's not the type of miss like I want you with me, it's the I need you with me. Well, if I can't get you back, I'm just gonna have to take the drastic measures and...
Okay, honey, come on. Come with Mrs. Mayworth.
You don't want to fall in love with somebody that says the right things. You want to fall in love with somebody that does the right things.
Love is not broken promises. I learned that the hard way. Trust me, I really did.
Pets are the most wonderful things to treasure in this life. As our first president, Abraham Lincoln, once said, "I care not for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not the better for it." Thank you.
One day, I'm hoping a girl will look up to me. I am 6'6" after all. And she'll say, I'm amazed when I look up at you. Not just because of your height, your good looks, but because I know that everything I've ever wanted is right in front of me.
When you really matter to someone, that person will always make time for you, even if said person has reached the Z-bar of the 9th solar module in his video game. If he really loves you, he will put down that controller, walk across the room, and listen to you talk about your cousin's untimely medical procedure.
Love is worth dying for. D, Y, E, I, N, G. I dyed my shirt red just to show a girl I loved her. Why didn't I just buy a red shirt? I don't know the answer to that.
I want you to hear me and hear me well. If you don't call me all day, I understand. I really do. If you don't text me all day, I understand. But when I stop loving you, I hope you understand.
I have no idea what love is, or what it isn't. I'm 14, my dad made me do this.
The truest thing that I know is that every little children loves ponies. If I'm ever to be elected in the office one day when I'm over 21, I'll see to it that every child in the nation gets a pony for their backyard.
Love is when you find someone to eat honey bunches of oats with, on the ground, even though you have a perfectly good table behind you. Love is when you have someone to nickname Honey Bunches of Oats.
And I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'd like to be a wife in 4 years and a mother in 5. Is that wrong of me? Is it wrong that I want my first marriage to be my only marriage?
I love books. Books are the most wonderful thing in life. I do not, however, enjoy reading.
Love isn't lazy, I know that. I used to visit my uncle and aunt's house at a young age. My aunt physically worked harder than my uncle. She cut the grass while he was trimming his fingernails. Uncle Leroy, if you're in the audience tonight and I can't see because this light is blinding, you're lazy.
Girls shouldn't be waiting for Romeo. Romeo ended in a suicide pact, and suicide is bad, and it is never okay. Girls, I repeat, stop waiting for Romeo and wait for Tim Tebow. And that concludes my speech. Thank you. Tim Tebow!
Love isn't easily angered. That's something that we're taught in Sunday school. So, what is it when you're surrounded by angry people?
When love is real, it will help you find a way out of the darkness, out of the shadows, and into the light.
My hero, Emily Dickinson. The soul should always stand ajar, ready to welcome the ecstatic experience. If I experience love one day, it will be because my soul stood ajar, ready to welcome it.
And then my Aunt Carol said to me, hugs were invented to let people know you love them without having to say anything.
Never trust a charming boy. Why? Because boys and love should not be rehearsed. It should be gritty and raw, and maybe even a little awkward.
That's when I turned to my girl and whispered the following words. Ashley, if the only place I could see you was in my dreams, I'd sleep forever. And I meant every word of it.
I think the answers can be found in the love beads. What are love beads, you ask? They were a popular accessory our parents wore in the past, before we were born. And maybe, just maybe, the secret to true love can be found in the love beads, hanging off the neck of hippies.
One day, we were talking. And the next, it was as if we were total strangers. Two ghosts in the night, passing each other. As if we were ghosts.
It's weird how someone who could be a total stranger to you a year ago can mean so much to you now. And the opposite is also sad, but true. Someone who meant so much to you a year ago could be a total stranger now. It's crazy what a year can do.
The person who gives you unexplained happiness could be the reason for your unexplainable sadness. That's a quote I read on my Tumblr feed this morning. Why do I still subscribe to Tumblr? It's a great question.
Know what I hate? When two people fall in love and they start signing their names on all their text messages. Oh, hope to see you at the quinceañera. Love, Caleb and Caitlin. Don't forget to recycle. Sincerely, Nat and Miley. We get it. You're together. You found love.
God, that was really, really painful.
Yeah, it really was.
We gotta go though. We've been here like 2 hours.
Yeah,
They're still on stage. Why aren't you out there?
Janet had to go potty.
I did not go potty.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
I heard
Ladies,
you tinkle.
ladies, language.
Sorry.
Is that camera still on?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we went to school together, and well, I knew her. We didn't have any classes together, but I saw her in the hallways, and I thought, she was pretty cute. And then there was a competitive cheerleading team tryouts, and then I went, and she went. I was like, wow, she's here. And then I started throwing up girls and everything. I was actually pretty good.
When you say throw up, what do you mean?
Throw up as in like,
In the
not
air?
yeah, in the
Oh,
air.
okay.
I take her,
Right.
I throw her up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you catch her?
Then I catch her.
So there's a lot of trust in that. Huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of trust in that, and that's really how we've been stayed together for about 4 years now, is because of
How
trust.
did it all begin?
Our first memory together, we were on a competitive team, and there was about 100 or so people in the stands cheering for us, and the first motion that we did on our first team together was a back tuck. That's what I did. But halfway, I had to sneeze, and I did sneeze, and when I landed, everything came out of my hands. And then the next motion, our team had to lift her up, and that was the back spot. And while she was up there with her one leg up, I wiped everything off her leg, and we went through that motion, and everything went by, and then everything was done. The game started playing, and then we went to a different room, and she looked down, she's like, what's that on my leg? I was like, I don't know. And then a couple minutes passed by, I'm like, you know what, I do know what's on your leg. That's mine. I sneezed on my hands, and I kind of wiped it on you. And ever since then, we've stuck together, just like that. But, yeah.
So, wiping your snot into a girl's skirt. I'm gonna have to try that next time. Maybe I've been doing something wrong all these years.
Yeah, that's a really big turn on, definitely.
So, your exes ever do anything like that to you?
No, it's actually been a lot of years since I had an ex.
Wait,
Probably 5.
5 years?
No, 6.
Pretty girl like you hasn't had a date in 6 years. I'm not buying it.
No, I mean I date. The last guy I went on a date with, he had no furniture, and
Really?
he had a mattress on the floor with a lamp on a bunch of old pizza boxes.
Please tell me you ran.
No, but I did have my hand in my purse, on my mace the whole time I was there.
Good, smart.
And then he asked me if I wanted to see his puppet collection.
Puppets.
And obviously I said yes.
Like the Muppets puppets?
No, like 1940s French marionettes dangling from strings.
Like the type that come to life at night and kill you in your sleep. Those type of puppets.
Exactly, yeah.
Creepy. You are definitely owed a good date.
Mm.
You know, I would volunteer to take you out myself, but I'm your employee and it's not kosher.
Actually, I like to think of you more as my subordinate.
Vern got out of the military. He moved in here with me.
I pays my way. I pays written all kind of ways.
Yes, you do. You sure do. What are you doing? Vern, don't. Vern,
What?
don't. What are you doing?
I'm just trying to get that tag that was inside your jacket.
I have scissors for that. Please don't. Don't, okay?
Ain't no need for scissors. Anything can cut with scissors, you can burn off.
I love having my brother around. Where are you going?
I ain't gonna do this crap. I'm gonna sing songs.
He loves to sing. I'm sorry, I don't think he's going to do this on camera for you today. These guys, I mean, decades ago, what they went through. Nowadays, someone with autism, they'd probably be ruled out. Back then, it seemed like they'd take just about anyone. Excuse me. Bert, what are you doing? Bert, we promised to do this interview. We promised to do this interview. We promised to do this interview.
So, do you mind telling me a little bit about what happened in your life?
Yeah, well, about my accident. 10 years ago, I was involved in a truck rollover, unbelted, 20-mile-an-hour crash, just one of those bad luck sort of situations, and broke my C5 and 6 vertebrae in my neck.
Then the accident happens to Brandon, and he comes out with all this strength. to go to these hospitals and inspire patients. He really is something else, you know, it's pretty surreal. He doesn't play the victim at all.
You know, that is true. Like, people always seem to comment on that he's not the victim.
Yeah. And it's really encouraged me to change my focus in life, to become a motivational speaker, like the next Tony Robbins or Joel Osteen. If I can manage to bleach my teeth that way.
You better start bleaching.
Because of my injury, I have one hand that works and one hand that I actually cannot close. So after a decade, two hands, the right hand on the steering wheel and the left hand on the hand controls, which controls the gas and brake. And just by using pressure, and like I said, after 10 years being in a chair, you learn things. Learn how to use what you can't use to the best of your ability.
So you really gonna go for a ride in that thing?
I'm looking forward to it.
It's fun, but...
Hey, we'll pray for your soul.
This car really only goes about 100 miles an hour on gravel roads, which is plenty fast, to be honest. But
You think?
this car is a momentum car. It's not built to go crazy fast. It's built to, if you take good, clean, smooth lines, you'll make good time. You ready?
Yeah.
I usually don't have people in here, but I figured make an exception for you.
Oh my god, slow down.
That's how you Scandinavian flick a turn.
All right, so tell me, what is so special about love?
I think it's so special. It's just a great thing to have in the world. It makes the world just happy. I love to play hockey.
You love to play hockey? Who do you love the most? Who's your mommy? What kind of nice things does she do for you? Does she take you places? Does she take you to the store? Does she make your hair really nice? Does she cook for you? What would you do, like for your mommy, if you wanted to show her how much you love her? What would you do that's special? You would give her hugs? Awesome. I bet you give great hugs. Can I have a hug?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, girls. That was great.
So this beautiful woman is my great aunt. She is my dad's aunt. And the way that I actually got into this situation to be living with her was I was transferring colleges actually. And I was trying to find a place to live, and I had a best friend who wanted to move with me, and we were going to get an apartment together, but she needed someone to live with her. She wanted some company, and family does that, you know. I've always loved her. My grandma's passed away when I was very young, so she's always been kind of my grandma and has always been very close to me.
He's been great for me. When I was going through chemo, I lost my voice, and when he came to live with me, having conversation with Sawyer brought my voice back, and he actually helped me get back my rehabilitation from chemo treatments was very beneficial. He was just great. He's just like having a man around the house.
She's the brains, I'm the brute force.
We are completely off-grid. This is what we call home. I can make a fire 6 different ways. I make wild edibles and medicinals.
Well, it's definitely beautiful out here.
Isn't it? It's just so beautiful. Nature's so natural.
Oh, this right here is a black bear.
Black bear. Did you catch that yourself?
No, it was given to me by my father.
And the arrows?
My father made them. These are bamboo, full length, 31 inches. Sometimes I like to throw them up in the air and then try to run away before I get hurt.
Huh.
You know, for every piece of trash you throw into the woods, a kitten dies. Do you hate kittens?
I mean, could we pack this up in bags and you guys take it to the recycling center or something? I mean, just sit here.
Can't use any of this crap. I'm gonna find out where you all live and take it to your house and throw it in your living room. If this were to break and I stepped on it, I would probably die a really horrible, slow, painful death. But if I don't step on it, then thank you for the drinking utensil. So there's like a giant seashell next to a sardine tin. That doesn't make sense.
It's kind of neat though.
A little.
I feel like, you know that those mice that we had for a while? This could have been their little bed.
Hey, you know what else is cool about sardines and clams?
What?
They come from the water.
Do you want to go to the river for an ice bath?
I'd like that.
Let's go.
Hey, if you sit up, I'll wash your back.
Okay. Thank you. Move it to the left.
So I actually hear you speak Cherokee?
That means yes.
Oh, okay. Can you say anything else?
What did she say? She said, "Isn't it so beautiful out here? The nature's just so natural."
Can you teach me a little something?
Sure. Say Oshio.
Oshio.
That means hello.
Okay. Anything
Now
else?
say Aya Ikwa Unegadoya.
Try that again.
Aya
Aya.
Ikwa
Ikwa.
Unegadoya.
Unegwadoya.
Tula de Gewi Tsatseli.
Yeah. Well, wait, why don't you tell me what that means?
It's a traditional Cherokee greeting. As long as you say that, you're sure to get a really friendly response.
So this used to be your bed?
It used to be, but obviously it's not anymore because if you sleep on something that's rusted, you'll get tetanus.
Right. So, what do you guys use now? Can you tell me where you sleep?
Well, we use Mylar. I actually wrap my entire self in Mylar every night. It's actually really comfortable and does a really good job at retaining your body heat.
Okay.
Eventually, the pee dries.
Eventually.
Okay.
It takes a long time.
It really does.
Seems like you girls really love this lifestyle.
Yeah. It was actually a friend, Maeva Del Blanco, me and her started this. She introduced me to this way of life.
Did she quit the group? I'm sorry for asking. I didn't mean to bring up anything.
She was really the heart and soul of this group, and she really taught me, or well, us, a lot about life. Ever since she chose another path, I guess you could call it. She just, I don't know, nothing's the same.
Seems like you really miss her.
Help me to believe you. I can see your lies too clear. I don't want to know the truth, but I do. Tell me what I want here. Let me just pretend that no one else could take my place with you. Let me think you love me. Let my broken heart be full. I can see it in your eyes, it's not me. Make me feel like I'm the one. Let me make believe that no one else could take your heart from me. Tell me that you love me. Say that you'll be there. Wipe away my tears and twirl your fingers in my hair. And tell me that I'm wrong and that I just must be confused, because I can't imagine me being without you. So wrap your arms around me like you'll never let me go. I need to hear you say you'll never leave. I know your heart's no longer mine. Let me just believe that no one else could take your love from me. And our devoted love will always be.
So cold. So cold. I am not a wilderness girl. Oh hey! You left me to die. Why did you leave me?
You were never gonna say goodbye.
I had to carry this all by myself.
You're fine. Just bring it in. Let's get in the van.
Oh wait, my feet are freezing. I got it.
Okay,
I got it,
all right.
dude. Why is that camera on?
What? Oh,
Why
I
is
was
this camera on?
getting some just the background. It's a good plate, I thought.
That was terrible, man.
I,
Oh my god. Oh.
just filmed.
Have you had this on like the entire time? Like when we're not filming segments?
Maybe. Yeah. A little bit.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's borderline creepy.
No,
Why would you do that?
Because I'm a cameraman. I film my life. That's what I do. I have a vlog. I put it online. I live.
That's
in
like
the
50 hours of
virtual-
footage for me to go through.
You don't have to go through it. It's just I just filmed it. It doesn't.
You better help me then, because
I'll go
I'm
through it.
not going through it by
It was
myself.
a good day. I just wanted to.
I gotta change my shoes. I'm so cold.
You look nice. Hey.
Hey, yourself.
So, I guess that now that I'm no longer your subordinate, we're done, right?
Yeah, I mean, love never fails. That's the last point of the documentary. So.
Okay.
What? Are you okay?
Nothing. No, I'm fine. You maybe want to have like lunch next Tuesday. No date, no dinner, just some ham sandwiches or something.
Oh, I don't eat meat though.
You know they finish. They're not just regular ham sandwiches. They're tofu ham sandwiches that they put their own jacket on in the car. I promise the whole time I will turn towards you and not away.
I really love what they said. It was so simple but so profound.
Plus, it will give me a chance to show off my puppet collection. Well, they're not puppets. They're 1940s French marionettes.
Am I crazy?